when you're dating. You just can't. You just can't put people in a box because of their circumstances.
You'll get every little bit. You ain't never seen a trip like this. Heaven at your fingertips. Don't you let a minute slip. Just say you have me. Oh, tasty Hennessy. Hope you don't sleep on me. I got good plenty.
Welcome to the VeaPeachy podcast. Hey y'all, it's VeaPeachy, and welcome to the VeaPeachy podcast. This is really like not planned at all, like not one bit. Like literally, I am at work, as y'all can see, which I'm usually live at this time, and I didn't want to go live today because I wanted to support my members. I was watching some videos of my members, and I was watching some other videos and seeing some other stuff, and I keep hearing this, like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, da 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 da. So people, okay, so us with children that are of dating age, whatever age you let your kids date, the big question this year, 2024, or whatever, this decade, this whatever, is would you prefer or would you suggest your child to date someone who already has a child? Now, for me, off rip, first of all, let me tell you about myself. I have a son. Most people who know me and watch me know that I have a son. My son is 19 years old, so he's technically grown, right? He has dated girls. He has never dated anybody with kids. And I liked pretty much the girls he was dating was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Never had like super big. Only one of the girls I had a issue with, and she was older, and I did have an issue with her, but ooh, baby, that's a whole nother podcast. But yeah. So the thing with her, I mean, anyway, so he's dated, right? And I just want to say that pretty much, you know what I mean, like with him being 19, he hasn't dated anybody like serious, if that makes sense. Like, you know, he ain't talking to me like this the love of my life. You know, these was girls he dated for a couple of months or something like that, and then he ends up breaking up with them because he was young, 17, 16, 14. You know what I mean? And now at 19, he talks to different girls here and there, but nothing really serious that I know of. He hasn't come to me like I'm exclusively dating this woman or this girl, and I want you to meet her. This is my girlfriend. Okay. And generally I can tell when he's dating somebody because he, he's visiting them and stuff like that. And he goes out. He's has fun and goes out with his friends, but I could just tell. Anyway, so now that he's older, would I prefer or suggest that he date somebody with kids? And honestly, I'm gonna say yeah. I think, first of all, I feel like my son is a good judge of character. I don't think that he would date somebody that's like, seriously, okay? Like, let me say that. Like, I feel like, you know, if he just got somebody he want to just, and I hate to sound so crazy, because he really not, like a type of guy that just like run through girls and just want to bang them, you know, type. He not that type, you know what I mean? So, if he becomes that, or if that his character, or if that's part of his character that I don't know about, I don't know that part. But I don't feel like he would choose that girl to date seriously. You know what I mean? So, I think that if he was to date someone seriously, and if she had a child, he would be a good judge of character. So she would be somebody who would probably be a good mom, takes care of her responsibilities, you know, pays her bills or whatever. She might be living with her mom or living with her parents. However, I wouldn't mind. Because I'm like this. I was 22 when I had my son. And my head was on straight. I wasn't a crazy party girl. I wasn't, you know, going crazy. I wasn't partying all the time. I was smart. I didn't go to college. I did do like some after school. I went to go get my certificate in pharmacy technician. I did do that after high school. You know, I wasn't like man crazy, boy crazy. I was with his dad when I had him. We did break up 2 years later when my son was 2. He was a toddler. Even then, you know, I dated some guys. I still wasn't like whoring around and super man crazy. And just at that time in my life, I was making good choices. I wasn't, you know what I mean? It just wasn't super bad. Now, I will say that I feel like I made worse choices the older I got. Honestly. But, so just kind of basing it off the person that I was, the type of mother that I was, and basing it off the person that I raised my son to be, I think I'm okay with him dating a girl who has kids or a child. I am. I feel like a mother would be more responsible. I feel like a mother would have her things together. I feel like a mother would kind of like kind of love on him a little differently than a girl with no kids. Now, I will say this. A girl with no kids, of course, they would most likely be able to do more things. Like, you know, a girl with no kids probably would have more money. A girl with no kids probably would have a different type of career. A girl with no kids may have more of an education. But these days, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I know people with kids that's young, that have college degrees and have good careers, and you know what I mean, especially if they have support from their families. And I'm like this. If my son is dating a girl and he really mess with her, then I'm all in. I'm grandma. I'm step grandma. Hey, Pooh, bring the step babies over here. I'm Grandma Peach. Bring the step babies. You feel me? The step grandbabies. Let's go. I'm Peach. Bring them to Peach. What we about to do? I'm pulling out all the craft stuff. We about to craft. I'm cooking all the favorite meals, the macaroni and cheese. I'm ordering Disney Plus on the TV. We about to hop in the car and go get ice cream. Like, I'm with it. Because I'm like this. If this girl is good for my son, then she good for me. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like just because somebody don't have kids that would make her automatically good for my son. Somebody with kids might be good for my son too. That's just how I feel. I don't think that automatically because somebody don't have kids they're gonna be better. I just don't feel that way. I don't think that way. I just don't. I mean, you can, you know, because you can think like the girl without kids might be a big party animal. She might be a whore. She might be, you know, so many things that the girl with kids is not. You never know. Then you got to think along the lines of this too. The girl with the kids might have baby daddy drama. And I'm 10 toes for my son. Let my son be telling me like, man, I'm getting into it with her baby daddy, and her baby daddy came over there and tried to beat with a gun and this and that. Oh, son, you ain't that. What you say? Then that might make me angry. Like, then that might make me think, oh my God, he ain't dealing with this because he's dealing with a girl with a kid. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. You feel me? You have to, you know, you're gonna have a certain amount of problems or certain issues or whatever with whoever you date. But I just don't feel like in these days, in dating, I just don't feel like you can put people in boxes when you're dating. You just can't. You just can't put people in a box because of their circumstances. I'm not gonna expect my son to either. I'm not gonna expect him to, cause I don't know. That's something that him and I have we ever discussed that? I think we may have. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him about that. I'm gonna ask him that. Like, you know, how do you feel about dating women with kids? I'm gonna ask him that. That's gonna be the next little portion of this, because I want to know just how he feel about it, and I want to hear somebody's point of view with a daughter, and if they were to date a man who already had kids, because that's a whole nother point of view. But let me say this. So y'all know I do have a daughter. Let's speak on that. I have a daughter. So my son's sister, I call her my daughter. They have the same father. She is older than my son, of course. And, you know, she dates women. And, you know, if she was to come to me and say, but how old is she? Dejan is 19. She is 27, I believe. Don't quote me on that. She's either 27 or 26. Something like that. She might be 28. I think they 9 years apart. However, so she's 28. She's 28. Her birthday in January. She'll be 29. They're trying to be 20 next year. Yeah, they 9 years apart. However, if she came to me and said, you know, Ma, I'm dating a girl with kids, I feel like she is a good judge of character too. Because, you know, she has dated different women, and, you know, they wasn't all the best and they wasn't all terrible. But, you know, people all start out good and then the relationships are crappy. I mean, you know what I mean? You just never know. But like being in her life from the age of like 9 or 10, since my son was born, and seeing her grow up to who she is today, very responsible, you know, beautiful young lady. Her and my son look just alike. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm I'm Grandma Peach. I'm with it. I feel like it has a lot to do with how you raised your kid. What do you think? How do you feel about your kid? Do you think that your child can handle that? Do you think that your child can be, can handle almost not raising another person's child, but you know what I mean? Because it's a package deal. It's a package deal. Do I see my son being with a girl and then also being bothered with her child? I don't know. I don't know. Let me say this, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm definitely gonna interview my son on this, but I'm gonna be honest. I think if I was to ask him, like, Dejan, would you date a girl with a child? I think my son would say no. To be perfectly honest, I seriously think he would be like, no. I think he would say no. I think he would. I think my son would say no. I think he would be like, heck, like, no, Mom, like, I don't want to, I think he would say no. But if it came down to it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Let's just say that. But I think he would say no. I think he would be like, no, I want a girl that's with no kids. I'm almost sure he's going to say no. Like positive, he's going to say no. But if it came down to it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Let's just say that. But yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the next part. I'm going to interview my son. But thank y'all for watching part 1. Thanks for watching the VeaPeachy podcast. And catch this tea. I don't know what my outro gonna be. Y'all got a good outro for me? Because I need an outro for the podcast. Because it got to be different than what I say in my videos. Because it can't be catch the tea, because it ain't really going to be tea on here. But it got to be different than my videos. Somebody help me with my outro for my podcast. I wanted to have something to do with peaches. Like, get the peach, because the plum ain't something. I don't know. I don't know. But help me with my outro. But okay. I love y'all. And Peachy out. Bye.